Hackers Got Talent show. Now, remember, you never know what's going to come out because we don't know what's going to come out. So be sure to sanitize. Just sanitize everything around you. Just, ooh, boy. If you don't know what Hackers Got Talent is, well, you're in for a surprise. Please put the car into cruise control. Tell the kids to go to another room. And I don't know, maybe just quietly move somewhere away from the elderly or anybody susceptible to weird ideas, unusual moves, and bizarre concepts. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to open this up to a whole bunch of people who were not vetted, and we're going to find out what their talents are, and then, and I must point this out, extremely arbitrarily decide on the winners. Please do not take this as a statement of value. Do not take this as a statement of the person's worth. They are all precious to us. They are all Hope attendees, and we love them very much. Let's bring them in with no warning to Hackers Got Talent. Yeah. Now that's a gallery view I can get behind. So everybody who I'm not specifically referencing to, please mute your microphones. Please mute your microphones. Everybody else, anyone I'm referring to, anybody I'm going with, please don't mute your microphone, because that would be hilarious, but it will cost you points if your musical performance has zero sound. Now, my co-presenter, my cohort, is Mouse at the keyboard. Mouse isn't here. He ran out to prep for something, so he's right in the aesthetic of Hackers Got Talent. Nothing goes right. I'm also being helped by Greg, by Genevieve, and by Corey. So they are all going to be able to give me information. So if you're talking in the chat channel, I'm going to hear it. And if you have something that you're seeing or concerns you, hop right in.
By Greg, by Genevieve.
We have our first person. Are you doing this to me? Who's doing this to me? Let's see. Let me look at the
in the chat channel. I'm going to hear it.
I'm going to go with Jerry. I'm going to go with Jerry.
Okay. Jason, that was the first use of the clue bat applied here. I've muted Jerry.
Okay. Awesome.
Superpowers are at your side.
Fantastic. Hello, Mouse. Mouse, say hello.
Look, this is my superpower. I can make pizza up here.
Oh, fantastic. You are the best fed person on the chat right now. Fascinating. So first of all, thanks to everybody for actually showing up, because it turns out that 90% of the effort is just showing up. You would think that we would have to start limiting people from showing up. Now, the rules of Hacker Got Talent is that the hacker got to have talent. You're going to have to describe what your talent is. You're going to do a little show for us, and you do it to the level that you're comfortable with. And then we're going to hear it, and then we're going to ask you to stick around, mute out, and we're going to have the other ones go, and then we're going to have conversations about who's going to win this. We have a variety of prizes available, including items from No Starch and things from the Hope Swag department and so on. So we got a whole bunch of things. Mouse, put down the damn pizza and play us a quick theme song to welcome us to Hackers Got Talent. Oh, thank you. Hackers Got Talent. If Jesus comes back right now, he's going to be severely disappointed. Now, I'm going to go with, just for our first act, I'm going to go with the guy who has perfectly emulated the chat roulette, see you, see me pose with his guitar. Just the perfect, you go into a room, there's a dude, oh boy, he's got his stick and he's ready to perform for you. So look, you were obvious, look at you, you're ready to go. It's in your hand already. I see where this is happening. I see where this is going. So let's unmute this guy, the longest username award winner. And and I'm going to call you longest username for short, if that's okay. Oh, he's unmuted.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that's excellent. Well, obviously you have an act. And if you tell me it's reading me a story, I'm going to know you're lying. What is your act, sir?
I'm going to play guitar. I'm going to play a cover of a song called Disavow Your God by a French metal band, Gorod.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, I've got nothing else to say other than blow us away. Go for
Sure.
it.
I'm going to turn up my volume for the amp. Okay.
Wow. This may be one of those cases where we end up with a strong start, so strong that everybody else has already left and it's you and me alone. And just the entire internet just turns off and says, oh boy, hey, solid stuff again. You want to tell me what the band name was again that you were covering?
Yeah, the band's name is Gorod, Gorod. They are from south of France.
Okay. Are you from the south of France?
No, not.
Where are you out
You
at?
can see it's still sunny here. I'm from West Coast.
West Coast of the United States, as opposed to, okay. Just making sure. You could say the West Coast of France, and we would believe you. So, wow. Okay. Solid. Solid. Thank you so much, longest username. I have you down now as French metal guitar.
Cool,
so we're going to
thanks.
put you, you'll be hearing me reference you for there. So fantastic work. Be sure to mute yourself. Number of people are jumping in. Let's see. All right. So, Lily's been on me to like be a big part of this show for this week, and this is your big moment. Now you had mentioned multiple times. Like, here's the thing: you're worried about like, can I do this? Do this? Can I do this? Do this? The show is this is not The Voice. This isn't the county fair. There's no long-standing winners to get angry that an upstart did something or another. There are fundamentally very few rules except for the demonstration of talent. Now, somebody may have one thing they want to do, but if you wish to do multiple things at once as part of a multi-discipline performance, you're muted too, by the way. So all I see is a smile. Is that going to? There you go.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking to me and you want interaction, I'm unmuted. So I was only going to make a joke that I happen to have drumsticks and a drum pad, and I'm not skilled at drumming at all. I just was like, now for the drum solo, and
but
drinking lemon juice. But lemon juice is the skill.
Your talent that you've listed to me in the chat is that you can drink lemon juice.
Yeah.
So is it such a bad thing if you drink lemon juice and then bang on some drums? Like if your talent, we call it whatever we wish to. An artist gets to refer to their tools as ever they wish. If you wish to drink something acidic, hold it in your mouth and bang on your drum pad, that counts as a show. Like nobody's going to kick you off. Now, I got a spoiler alert. You may not win, but
I didn't expect to win.
You might play. Nobody should expect to win, but just place. And in fact, Mouse can give you a simple musical accompaniment while you drum. We can give you a little extra gas in your tank since your mouth will be literally destroyed by lemons.
Well, the goal is to actually drink the whole bottle. It's 15 ounces.
This is going to be one of these things that gets played over and over again in the 4chan rec section, isn't it?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, look what happened.
I don't know the internet. I'm new to such things.
Well, okay, well, if we're going to go viral, we're going to go viral. There's nothing we can do about it. I'm sorry to hear. All right. Well, look, Lily, I'm all for it. I am all for this performance. So I guess, all right. So hold it up again to the camera to show to the people.
Yeah, the seal is not open or anything. It's not.
Click the seal. That's right. We don't.
Yeah.
We don't.
I'll make sure you can hear it.
There we go. We don't want to hear. We don't want to hear any accusations of juicing the competition. Okay, excellent. All right. Well, please now enter your whirlpool of lemon regret, and Mouse can play some appropriate lemon drinking music.
Yeah, I want to make sure that it stays on camera, so it's not like I swapped the bottle or something.
Understood.
So, okay.
Ooh. That's tart. And it's gone.
Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, it's not gone, but it's here.
Do you want to keep it there? Is that as much as you think it like we?
Oh, I can go further.
That's
We
a
are.
healthy amount.
We are nominally about safety. I don't want to have to explain to the FBI, like I didn't encourage.
Trust me, I know what happens afterward.
So Jason, it's at this point, you know, we prepared a lot for Hope. We did prepare for life-threatening emergencies. So let us
Exactly.
know. Let us know if we need to dispatch to your location.
Yeah, the slogan for Hope should be "I know what comes after." That should be our slogan. So good. I know
Yeah,
what comes.
I've had
All
my
right.
minutes.
All right. All right. Good. Excellent. All right. So we're gonna call that. We're gonna call that one. Let's see. I'm gonna call that one Sweet Tart. Sweet Tart drumsticks. All right. Great. Thank you so much, Lily. All right. Let's see. Well, okay, so user person I don't know is starting to set up a show there, so I don't know what that's going to be. But I'm fascinated to know what Jerry is going to go up for. Jerry Lowry, come on down. I can see you on the camera. I've been seeing the top of your head as if you've been preparing or doing something. Are you part of this show or are you a bystander? Are you in for life or you just wanted to get on stage? What's the story, pal? Unmute. Give us some love. His talent is unmuting. Don't go breaking my heart. Just unmute and say hi. Everybody is looking at you. Please don't start to cry.
His talent is unmuted.
My talent is trying to get this damn thing synchronized. I have you guys on two screens. You guys are on two screens. Okay.
Two screens. No
Please,
waiting.
please turn off the live stream when you're in the
You're
Actors Got
singing.
Talent room.
You're not. You're the same guy. Why don't they have a sync for this thing? Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry,
Yeah.
what is your
I'll
talent?
tell you, one of my talents is not doing anything right with computers.
Okay. I mean, you're
Okay,
definitely
so
doing a good impression of the guy who ruins the Zoom conference.
You
that
need
one's-
an audience. You have to have an audience.
Jerry, do you gotta up?
I said that a couple of minutes ago.
Okay, Jerry. Okay, all right. Awesome. Jerry's talent is reminding us of the ever encroaching end of our perfect lives. Okay, that's good to know. Jerry is a crashed ship along the sea to warn us why we have lighthouses. I'm going to jump over. We'll come back to you, buddy. Don't worry. There's always some other time. So user person, I don't know. I see a setup. Now, either that's your beer collection or that's the talent. What do we have going on over there? Okay. You know, this game of charades is going to go really slowly, especially when you're not even on the camera. Where's my love? All right. Well, mute user person. We're going to keep going. I'm seeing a harp. I'm pushing someone aside for the harp. Come on. All right. Starless, you're up. Oh, you don't have to. Let's see. Something. Zoom hates my headset mic. Awesome. This is an electro harp. I'll improvise some mellow music for you. Fantastic. All right. Unmute, though. You got to unmute a little bit. Okay.
You are good. We can hear you. Let's go.
Yeah. That's all we wanted. A little sound of heaven coming
Very
down in
lovely.
there.
Very
Thank you. Thank you so much for that, Starless. Stay on the line, stay muted, and stay happy. We're going to keep going. I want to make sure we don't lose too much time. QPad, I am sure it is a pain in the ass to keep a dog vaguely interested in a webcam. I assume that the dog is part of the act, or is the dog?
Yeah, the dog's the act.
The dog's the act. Okay. I, as somebody who has worked with animals, I know exactly how hard it is to keep them on point, and I want to get that dog right up here. So what is this glorious black lab going to do for us?
This is Lucy. She's going to do a bunch of tricks, and then hopefully one of them's pretty impressive. We'll see.
Okay, throw the dog at the wall, see what sticks.
Right. All right, come on, girl. She's ready to go. All right, Lucy, touch. Sit. Okay, she'll spin. Spin. Sit. Come this way, girl, so they can see. Sit. Paw. Down. Chin. Can you faint? Want to faint? Good girl. All right. Touch. All right. Kiss. Ha! That was pretty hard, Lucy. All right. And now for the grand now. Lucy, press the button. Good girl. Let's do that again. Press the button. Yosh.
That was easy.
Press the button. Yosh.
That was easy.
Okay. High five, girl. Good girl. All right. That's it.
Short, sweet, to the point, 3
Beautiful.
easies, and you proved that the dog can work most jobs at an Amazon warehouse. So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you. Thank her.
That dog's going to earn bank. The dog is going to earn
That's
bank.
right.
So that's Lucy the dog, and I'm going to call that one
Yes,
Lucy
Lucy.
the dog, and that was easy. So I'm
Great,
gonna say
thank you.
Q-pad, and that was easy. Good deal. For some reason, it's funny. The one advantage, there aren't many, but the one advantage to this virtual shows stuff that we're doing is way more dogs, tons more dogs. We're gonna, previously at this thing, we don't get any of those dogs, but now those dogs, they're unstoppable. Step 332. Step forward with that smile and that beautiful wood paneling background that tells us that this is going to be a quality production.
Hey, how's it going? So,
Hey, man, what's the plan tonight? Where are we
this
going
being
with
the
this?
first remote Hope, I thought that I could maybe do like an outdoor talent, but it's freaking dark outside. So, I have like a pre-recorded video if that works. Otherwise, it's dark.
Well, okay. Let's walk this through.
Okay.
What were you planning to do outside? And does this count as a confession?
No, it's I'm putting some cedar shingles on a roof.
Oh, I can't ask you to go on a roof in the dark.
Yeah, that's the thing. I might end up with like nails in my hands or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
I
the
thought
only
of
thing.
this.
But wait a minute. Like what?
Yeah.
Now I'm just confused. Like, okay, okay. So you know what?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Some acts don't need to be questioned. All right. Why don't you roll, bearing in mind that points will probably be taken off because it's a pre-roll as opposed to being done live for this group of people who are working so hard to do things like keep their dogs in shape and stare while the sound of the entire conference comes back at them 30 seconds later. But you can do it. We'll go for it, and we'll see where that goes. So
You know, yeah, I'm as disappointed as you. So here we go.
okay. This is the greatest slideshow I've ever been a part of.
Awesome.
This is a
I am
slideshow.
loving it. Yes.
You
you
used
go.
the term video. You sold this as a video. World's
Just low
saddest,
frame rate video.
yeah, world's saddest Amish barn raising.
That's impressive, at least.
I mean, I'm happy. The more, I mean, is this a real covered bridge?
Yeah, yeah. This is a little walking bridge in my backyard.
I mean,
It's got crying babies and everything, man. It works.
Mouse, you want to give him a little bit of musical accompaniment?
This isn't too long.
How many?
It's no, but you can see how blue the sky is.
Yeah,
And there's nothing coming through here, even with those terrible shingles.
yeah. No, I totally understand that. That is good.
That's it.
That is good craftsmanship for your backyard. And I assume this is already listed on Airbnb for $135 a night, along with
It's
a
like
$45.
$235. Come on.
Yep, $235
Sold.
with a cleaning fee of $55.
Sold.
Okay, so all right. Well, you know
There you
what? You showed up. You're better than all these yahoos sitting in chat. So I'll tell you that. Pre-recorded shingles. So
And at least it was from today, so it wasn't too stale.
no, it's not too stale. No, it's definitely 0-day shingling going on. This is definitely the hottest roofing wares that you've brought in. I mean, the ratio on this is going to be amazing for you. You're going to get so many upload credits on the torrents when you run your shingling videos. So if you go to shingling_.eu and, log into the system, you'll be able to get full access. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I'll drop the hash in the chat and you can start it up. Yeah.
drop the hash. All right. Okay. So now here's something fun. So mute away Sep and then Q or K.
K.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Hello, K. How are you?
What's up, Mouse? How you doing?
Ah, beautiful.
All right, so for my talent, I'm gonna do some elite haxering. This is sponsored by Coors Light, by the way. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna DDoS hope.net, but I'm gonna do it 80s style.
Okay.
So, and to kind of give Mouse a break, I got my own music, some nice 80s hacksaw music.
All right.
So I'll throw that on right there. And then let me
Miami Vice here.
let me switch this camera around so you can get the view. Got the old Commodore 64.
Always with the Commodore, you.
Oh, hell yeah, you know that. All right.
Hacker Man, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Denial of service. All right. So we're going to do hope.net. Open the modem channel. So you got that modem that I did there.
Mm-hmm.
Connect to the 300 board. Starting the DOS attack. Oh, look at that. Getting flooded.
Oh. There's no way they can have any hope against you here. No.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? I said this is going to be a DDoS, right? So let's do that. Let me take this disk out and get this all set up. Yeah, it's still flooding with 1 bytes of data. No, the knock's gonna shit that pants right now.
Just remember, don't copy that floppy.
Hey, I wrote this software, so it's okay. You know, like it's. There we go. Connecting to the network
There's
again.
original K wares here.
300 board. Yeah, I got all the K-Rad wares. Oh yeah, flooding. Oh, but wait, there's more. And this for you, Mouse. I figured that you'd be kind of mad at me doing the Commodore stuff. So let's really.
How could I ever get mad at you? Besides, you're clapping to me right there. You're pushing all the right buttons, my friend.
Oh yeah. That. All right, so now we're doing it from the Apple IIe.
So what do you got, a Ethernet in there?
Well, no, I got my yeah, the Ethernet's up in this one, and then the other two, I got those those modems that I make that get you that hot 300 board over the internet.
His doctor says that the Ethernet's clear this year. He just has to have his yearly checkup, and it should be good.
Yeah, connected 300 board, ultimate power. Oh, flooding. Look at that, Knock. What's up, Knock? Yeah. Shitting your pants now, huh? Flooding. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 1980s DDoS. Hope.net. And it should be down soon. It's doing 300 board. It's pinging a byte every second or so.
Yeah, no.
So I mean, it should be coming down any minute. So I mean,
Yeah,
if
no.
you lose the stream,
No, once we'll apologize to them. It was all in the name of the show, and what could we do about it? There was nothing much we could do. It's almost the end of the con anyway. What matters if it all blinks out a little bit? I'm sure there's going to be some complaints around Midtown because of all the lights blinking on and off from the hacks.
Yeah, I mean, it's ultimate power right here. Like 300 board. I mean, come on, that's.
No, we already proved you blow up one substation and that's it for Manhattan. And then everybody's fighting for power. It's amazing. So great job there, Kay. Good time. So I'm going to throw that down for hack from
elite hackserism.
Yep, hacks from the 1980s future. All right, and let's see. All right, solid stuff. So yeah, you're out there. Oh, a lot of people are very delighted. Wonderful. That's good to hear. Audience favorite already. So now we get to play the game of if you think you're a contestant, turn on your video in some way, or in some way let me know that you won. Because right now I'm looking and I'm seeing Leah. I'm seeing Frank. I'm seeing Cassandra. I'm seeing Thurman. I'm seeing Tic Taco. All right, Leah. So, Leah, you're next.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
next. So,
Okay.
tell me about your talent.
Okay. So after I joined last week,
Yes.
I tried to think about like what other talents I had. And my dog only knew those couple tricks. So she just has the talent of being adorable, and I can show you her, but that's not the main of it. Okay, so the talent is I like stilts. I'm gonna wear stilts, but I'm not gonna wear them right now because it's dark out and this room isn't big enough. But I made these last year out of like wood and a shoe I bought. And like these things, I sewed this.
Okay.
And I had never worn them. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do it for Hope. And so I tried to get up, and then they're actually like, they're really, really tall. So I like couldn't do it. So then I went to a playground and did successfully do it and have pictures to prove it.
Okay, so you're going to show us the theoretical Hope stilts that you built for Hope. I have no idea what the front goon.
I wore the stilts today. Here we go. So here's me getting up in the stilts, and then here's me getting this far in them and no further, because this was the first time I had walked in them. But I also built them. So my talent is both building the stilts and getting as far as this part of the playground in the stilts.
Okay. All right. Solid.
Thank you.
Solid. Were you going to do covering them up with something? Like, were you going to go for like the full hacksaw cyber demon?
I didn't have like super long pants.
Mm-hmm.
I was also like pressed on time because I decided to do this morning.
Okay. No. I just meant like, what was your ultimate plan with the stilts? Was it just that? Or were you
to like be good enough that like I was going to like take my computer out in the dark and like walk around in them like for
I
the
see what
show.
Oh, no. I wouldn't. Okay. We seem to be hitting a lot of things where people want to do really weird stuff and then discover it's night and they'll be arrested or die. I like this theme. So that's good to know. All right. Well, I'm going to take that as a talent. I'm going to still building and standing on them in preparation for Hope. So thank you so much. Let's see the dog. Let's just get the dog right there. I mean, come on, the dog's cute. How can we avoid a dog? Also, by the way, it scores points with Greg. There you go. Greg, I did that for you. There's the 25th member of the pack. Yeah. So
that's what we call a snout standing outcome.
There you go.
Your talent is being quiet and very cute.
Well, I'll take that over a dog that's just like, I am the most important thing in the world right now, and you're trying to say something, and I'm going to smash the lens over and over again. All right. So of my other fine talent hackers, the longest username, nope, we already did you. Sorry about that. I thought that other person, the one with the beer pyramid, I think they got scared away. I guess they just were not ready for it. And that's fine. That's cool. Tic Taco.
So much.
Tic Taco, you got something for us, or you just came on to watch the show? Oh, Tic Taco. This is part of the talent show, is when the host reaches out, you gotta hope.
God. Oh my God, I didn't even, I was gonna be just watching. So.
Hello, welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Well, you just hopped onto a Zoom chat that was designed for participants in the show, and then we're surprised.
I was tricked into it. I thought this was the participant only, not the competitor side. So.
Oh, all the participants are competitors.
You're trapped now.
No.
Yeah, Genevieve and I are having a mud wrestling thing. I'm gonna have Greg and I are gonna do like Fight Club out back. Each one of us has like a talent. I'm only here because I punched out 3 other top hatted hosts. Like,
Roger that.
Lord. Turns out they don't check you for the roll of quarters in the hand. So I dusted him. I gave him a little chin music. So
you'd fight dirty. I know it.
I know.
I have a
Yeah.
count, I guess.
We all do, and I want to hear yours.
I recently took up ballroom dancing, so I started competing. I have a video I could show you.
Well, I will take, once again, we've had a number of people who've been giving us pre-records. I can't say no.
First, so
couple points down, but not enough not to do it. So if you want to play us a little ballroom dancing.
Let's try. Okay, hang on one second.
Sure. Hey, does it have sound?
I'll try.
All right, we're 398. 7 couples on the floor. And dancers, 2 events from Wall Street.
The guy with the clipboard's a buzzkill.
Lovely. Thank you so much, dancers.
All right.
Beautiful.
That was solid. I have a couple questions, however. First of all, did they assign one judge per couple? Or was it
there's
9 judges?
Couples. And yeah, there are 9 judges, and they got to keep their eye on all the competitors. So you only get like quick eyes to see what you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. And I also see that entire situation was filled with like incredibly bored moms clutching their rapidly descending into madness children, along with a number of ballroom related parasitic vendors like the photographer place and the buy some shoes place. And that was fascinating too. There's a whole
scene. It's crazy.
This is a whole thing. What got you into it?
I needed, I'm a huge introvert, and like, I didn't have any like thing to say when people were like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, computer stuff. You wouldn't understand. So I needed a thing.
So you said ballroom dancing, figuring, well, they'll understand that.
Yes.
Good opener. I mean, you obviously spent some time in the chair for that one. You look great in it. And did couple 114 win that night? Or
yeah,
was it...
tons about, yeah. I'm like, yeah, bronze, because you got to like go all in, right? Like it's like,
right. Oh, sure.
Like just do it.
You're talking to a guy who looks like he, welcomes people to a whorehouse. I think you should know that I'm totally into style.
It's kind of dramatic, right? There's a lot of Swarovski going on. That's what the pictures are about. Yeah.
I just loved how there must be like 19 competitions that night or something, or 9, whatever. It's because you could just sense that it wasn't like there were people in the back who were just like getting stuff done and doing, oh yeah, there's round 36 and whatever, and the judges are all end up, but you found a way to keep up the look. Again, I'm sure there's 1,000 things in that video that we could see, probably will see on the replay. So thank you so much, Tic Taco. It is Tic Taco, right? Is that what you prefer?
Yes, Miss Tic Taco.
Okay, because Miss Tic Taco. Okay, because sometimes you talk to people and it's like, oh no, my name's Chishacho, and it's just you don't even know. So okay, so I'm going to have you, Ms. Tic Taco, to ballroom number 114. Thank you so much for that. All right, let's see who else in this crowd. I see a new person came, but I want to clear out and make sure we got all the others. So yes, 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 yes. Good, good. Yes, yes. Corey's on our team, right? Corey's back.
Yeah,
support.
Corey's operating broadcast right now. He's making all the magic behind the scenes.
And this Hope streaming guy, I'm assuming he doesn't have a talent, so we're fine there.
There's talent, but I don't think you can talk to Hope streaming guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to Hope streaming guy. That leaves Thurman Jameson. This is your moment to run out of the bathroom, desperately clawing towards your keyboard, trying to unmute, trying to turn on your camera. Thurman, are you a participant or just a loving viewer of Hackers Got Talent?
Seems to be texting saying something along the lines of, I'm just watching, please don't call on me.
Please don't call on me.
And what are we supposed to? I am just watching. Don't call on me. I'm good.
Okay. All right. We seem to have, I'm throwing this in your court, Greg. We seem to have a whole miscommunication with people as to what exactly the Zoom link is for. And some people are like, yeah, this like they're sitting in the middle of the stage going, these are great fucking seats. Holy crap. I'm right here. It's like you're on the show. This is amazing. I mean, I understand that, you know, Natasha and the Great Comet of 1812 was a good show, but that wasn't how we were running this. And it would have been a lot more expensive to get on. Jeez.
Well, I think the theory was that if you wanted to see Hackers Got Talent, you had to join the Zoom link. When in fact, if you want to watch Hackers Got Talent, you do it on the live stream. If you want to play Hackers Got Talent, get on into the Zoom link.
So we're currently at we're doing good. We're barely dusting off the first hour. And we have had a solid set of participants now. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contestants, which is, believe it or not, by our metric, pretty good. So you know, it's tough to get people to hop in. I do also want to do a shout out that Genevieve back channeled that there was a really good bridge troll joke somewhere in the Shingles talent, and we just didn't hop on it. We just let that one slip on by. This would have been the award, a trolling award. It would have been perfect. And so I apologize for not having that fast-wittedness enough. Let's see, what other potential things can we do? I mean, we can discuss the people who are here so far and call it early, but that would be weird, wouldn't it? That would be super weird. There must be right now, and I'm understanding that there's going to be a 45 to 500 minute delay involving the live stream, but I see you, and you are sitting in the Matrix chat, and you want to put your talent in. Now, I want to point out that we took somebody who thought that she was watching a show, and within 4 minutes, she was ballroom dancing. And I know you've got this in yourself. So I want to know why you're not sitting here right now. We should drop the link into the chat channel. And
you know, let me do that, Jason. Let me suggest one other thing, though. Would you like to announce the prizes, because that might entice some people to join?
Absolutely. Did that go by in the chat? Because
let me paste them into you again. There was so much activity that
there was quite a bit of activity, because it turns out that Jerry has figured out that he can pwn the chat line. So this is Jerry's talent, is he has choked the chat line, the group chat, to within an inch of its life.
Well, I mean, it's possible that DDoS actually has taken down some of our infrastructure. I'm feeling a headache right now, and I think it was that 300 baud modem sound that I haven't heard.
That's exactly it. So right now we got among the prizes that you could win if you enter with your talent is a 2,600 lifetime subscription, which is worth $260, either paper or digital. You could win 2,600 Blue Box t-shirts, 2,600 store gift certificates, and No Starch Press is giving away 10 $50 vouchers to their online store. And No Starch Press does not slouch when it comes to their products. So we are also getting t-shirts from Nullcon and Headwear.io, Hacker in Hindi, white text on black. Why did you think you needed to paste that to me? Oh, because it was probably in the description.
I typed that up just for you. You should have seen the original description. I've seen these shirts. They're pretty cool. It's Hindi.
Oh, I'm sure they're cool.
I'm
I'm sure they're cool shirts. It's just, even with the Carnival Barker look, it's a hard sell to go, dude, it's white text on black. Because, you know, that's what they're shocked by. They're like, what? What a minute. Like, if you said something along the lines of like somebody's soul was knit into the fabric, that like will wake them up. But white text on black, shocker.
Let me tell you something, Jason. At Hackers on Planet Earth, we generally have not given black shirts as like attendee shirts. There's different colors, you know, the conference shirts.
Yep.
This is me. Why is this me? Because I think most of us have enough black shirts. So I wanted people to know what they were getting into.
I get it. I get it. So user 078 has come forward with just exactly the kind of talent I would expect. So hop on in, turn it on, do it. Just do it. I trust you.
Yeah, this is me. Why is this me? Because I think most of us have enough black shirts.
Up. Give us. So I see Murph is on and user 078. User 078, you got to stop listening to the stream and you got to start being the stream. Murph is in there. Mute Murph for a moment.
Someone muted me.
Oh, there they were.
There we
Okay,
go.
is that better?
I mean, yes.
So I'm audible?
What? Say it again, sir?
Turn off the air conditioner. So I was audible then.
Oh, you were most definitely audible. No problem there.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to mute you just for a moment, Murph, because user 078 is on to quote unquote give me a tour of my Minecraft world, which is, by the way, probably the greatest pickup line we're going to hear tonight on this show. So I'm looking forward to this. Come on down. These cocktails are delicious. User 078, do you have any, you know, when somebody gives you a tour, there's usually a tour guide and not just a mute driver. I mean, nice pony. Definitely.
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay, so it's night right now. Let me go sleep real fast.
Always a killer way to start your tour is immediately get in the bed.
Yeah, well, it's dark. You can't see anything.
Be sure to look at us meaningfully and pat next to you. That's a good way for the tour to go. All right, there we are.
That's the least likely pickup line that's going to work here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, this is the entrance to my mine. It's kind of boring and just rocks. This is
Okay.
The nether portal, of course. Sometimes zombie pigmen come through.
Okay.
My beautiful fireplace and main part of my house. But the interesting part is the farm. I have a little kennel here full of dogs. I breed and keep them in one place.
Okay.
Virtual dogs,
yeah,
they count.
My horse.
Yep, virtual horse. Does the horse have a name?
Jump and get out of his place. And the cow farm. It's just too many cows. And this is also the chicken farm. Because it has chickens in it. And the little thing, it collects the chicken eggs.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, actually.
So I got to go back and look at the Eldritchian horror that is the cow farm. Could you just like focus on that, because that looked illegal. Yeah. Okay. There you go. If you want the feeling of the Hope Conference, have you been to a Hope Conference before?
No, I actually haven't.
Oh, okay, because this is exactly what it's like.
We got a dead ringer here.
You captured it perfectly. This is actually like a living Hope Conference. It is literally that. Like, one's crawling up the side, everything's around. You're on a horse. It's nice outside, but it doesn't matter to them. And then nearby is livestock. So that's pretty much, you did it. You caught Hope virtually. So
May,
I'm
may
going
I
to.
may I add, Jason, that it looks like all the cows are wearing black T-shirts as well.
Yes, exactly. With white text. That's also
So,
critical.
The only reason I ever really had to ever build or breed that many cows.
Another opener. You got
absolutely.
killer.
Well, yeah, all these.
So I'm sure you're wondering why I had to breed so many cows, comma.
Yeah, because you can't really enchant things well without lots of books, and books require tons and tons of leather. So the only solution was to resort to factory farming. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get this. Wait. Let me get this straight. Your adorable cow pile is for the use of shredding them into books.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I just wanted that on the record because otherwise I have to explain things later to the authorities. So
yeah, Minecraft sounds suspiciously like a capitalist hellscape once you realize that you like can exploit villagers into like just constantly giving you gold and stuff. It's kind of horrifying.
Yeah, no, we're definitely getting an insight. But okay, all right. So now you consider your name to be user 078?
Yeah, anything really, any way you want to say it.
Okay.
It's supposed to be hex of ASCII. It's X in ASCII. That's all.
I see. So user X, and so you actually have user X in it, but then added a 0 and a 78 as well.
No. Hex 78 is also the ASCII code for X.
Right. No, I know that, but I'm saying that you extended your own name up to X as well. I'm just pointing out this thing. All right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So thank you so much, user 78. You gave us you gave us not just an awesome Minecraft world, but incredible pickup lines that cannot miss. Cannot miss. So let's see. Some people are really taking issue with your dog farm, but don't worry, it'll all work out later, I'm sure.
Oh, actually that kind of goes with the theme, right? I have dogs.
Right, but I also understand. I do have to ask: are the dogs a resource for something else?
No. They really only exist for my own enjoyment.
Okay,
they're
good,
dogs.
excellent. Just making sure. I don't play Minecraft, and so, if somebody said to me, "Oh yeah, dogs. That's how we make swords." Because we shred them into swords, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I've seen what Notch says. It's totally within his purview to use dogs for raw sword Anyway, so good. All right, excellent. Thank you so much. 078. Mute them out. And did we have somebody else pop up in this?
Yeah,
Greg?
you actually had, I think, 3 other people join. Did you call in Stacy yet?
No, I don't.
I saw Stacy come in.
Stacy lives. Hello, Stacy. This is thank you for wandering in at this point.
You are welcome. So are we showing off talents?
Well, this is Hacker Got Talent.
Yeah.
Hackers Got Talent. We're looking for both hackers and talent, and that they have possessed. You've seen we are being very flexible tonight. So if you want to tell. You weave.
No. I have these. I have poi.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let me show. Hang on. I have a very small space. Hang on.
Okay. Mouse, what am I looking at?
I don't know, but a poi. It's a visual medium. But we're gonna have to ask about that case.
Can you see it?
We can see it.
Yeah. I don't know, it's a small space, and I usually have lights that go along with it, but I don't have the LEDs today.
No, I get it. It's the combination of the frame rate and the compression guarantees that I'm going to tell you right now that if you're doing this for money on a webcam, you got problems. Your business is going to have. Okay, good.
Just stupid human tricks.
There's some quality issues. There we go. Bringing it in. Oh my! Oh, bonus for the virality.
Oh.
So that's it.
Ah, beautiful. Well, I also appreciate the masks.
Oh, thank you.
That's some solid stuff. So Explain to me. Okay, so I'm sorry. I just need this for my notes.
Yeah.
People are saying poi.
Poi. P-O-I. Yes.
Is this some rave stuff, Mouse?
It's rave related.
Okay,
It could be
down on the rave floor. Yes.
You can always depend on Mouse if you're like, what's going on with that guy? And he goes, oh, he's flim flamming his LED fart. And you'll find out, oh, it's because Mouse knows deep raver culture to the point that so he's my emissary into rave culture, because all of my rave culture is all the way back to 1992. So I'm worthless. So okay, good. All right, excellent. So we have poi.
Yes.
And thank you very much, Stacy.
You're
And
welcome.
stick around, mute out, and we'll be back to you. Poi spinning. And Axe, you have now given us 14 different angles on your look. So I'm sure there's something going on there. You just twisted it around. You tried 19 different approaches.
It has a lag in reorienting itself, so it looks like it's not working.
Okay. Well, it's, are you trying?
Me, man, what are you doing on Zoom anyway?
Well, Zoom was the easiest way for them to get this many people in one place without spending an enormous amount of money while still having some password protection.
Jitsi does all of that, and it has a password option.
Is your talent alternate platform endorsement?
Yes.
Is that, boom. All right.
Judge.
So what's oh, you're judging us back. I see. It's like that. So do you have a talent you came on?
Yes, you lured me in with the promise of prizes.
Okay, that's an old story, and it always has a happy ending. We know. What's the what's the talent that you're going to display tonight?
This isn't original knowledge, but it's something I can pass on, and that is how to count to 1023 on your fingers using binary. I can actually teach you that really fast.
Well, my favorite part of that entire sentence was really fast.
Interesting.
So I loved that really fast part. So let's do it. Binary to 123 using Lily. You already entered. You're already entered. You're not allowed to enter other contests. Nobody's allowed to whip out a second guitar. Keep going.
Okay. Each finger represents the power of 2. Your thumb is 2 to the 0, which is 1. 2 to the 1, which is 2. 2 to the 2, which is 4. Yes, you do flip people off in the process. What am I on? 2 to the 3, which is 8, and so on. 2 to the 16. So when you have 2 plus 1, 2, there's 16, there's 17. So and then it goes on to your other hand. So there's 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512. Wow, I cannot hold up one finger at a time. Let's try that again. You saw it. 32, 64, 128, 256, and 512. And when all of your fingers are up, they add together to 1023. So we're just going to count to 32 on this hand and call it a day.
Okay.
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. 8, 9, 10. Wow, I lost my pattern.
We're here right with you.
10,
Either that or we're
11.
sending secret Illuminati signals out tonight, which is also fine.
I am.
Am I going to be quoted in Breitbart or on a paper and people like showing me doing this, going like proof that Jason Scott buys into blank? Did I just join? I'm just saying, I'm doing this. Did I just join Antifa? That's all I want to know. Did I just do it? Is this how you get in? There we go.
No. Antifa is Antifa. You need both hands for.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Okay.
That's like.
All right. Keep.
560. Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. I think we got this. Either that, or either that,
your
or
powers. That's really all you need. Just look at your fingers and figure it out. I'm the axe that slayed me.
there you go. This sounds like a really fast route to carpal tunnel syndrome.
You know,
This
I
is-
actually have it.
Do you? How did that happen? He said, noticing your fascination with bizarre hand signals. Okay.
You know, that had not occurred to me. Thank you. Now I don't have to see a neurologist.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to put you down as 1023 in binary and instant carpal tunnel. All right, excellent.
Perfect.
Thank you,
A bit of
Thank-
biohacking there.
Thank you, Axel. Biohacking. Yes, that's true. The biohacking position has been
Biohack
filled.
your carpal.
Fantastic. All right. Let's see who else. You want to tell me who else is
I saw a couple of people joined and they couldn't quite get it together with their ability to send audio and video, and then they ran away.
Then they ran away. Stacy, just explain to your loved one that it's something they'll never be able to understand. Just say no.
He's a nerd too. He'd understand.
Okay. All right. Just tell them we're not QAnon and we're not planning anything. This is just literally a hacker convention.
Yeah.
So
he's got it.
We're totally safe here.
Well,
Family doesn't need to do an intervention.
maybe
I
he
saw
does,
her
but
talking to
brother-
somebody, and their top-hatted leader started commanding me to move my hands and do gestures. This was completely normal. All right. So yeah, I mean, look, I totally understand people bouncing in and running out. That's classic. Do we have anybody else? I mean, we've now officially
You skipped over me at some point.
Well, Murph, it was very hard. Okay, so it was hard to determine if you were a participant or an entrant. Are you an entrant? Are you entering the contest?
I am an entrant.
Okay. Tell me, Murph, what are you entering with?
I am going to juggle, probably badly.
Okay. All right. Good cell phone. Go for it. I want to hear and see the wonder. Do you need a musical accompaniment?
Entering
No.
who?
He does.
Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
There we go. There's twice badly.
Lovely. All right. Well, thank you very much there, Murph. I'm going to call you.
I also have an enormous collection of old computer crap, but given current company, I'm not going to compare.
Oh, that's for the after party. So let's see. All right. So I'm going to put you down as assertive juggler because you spoke up. You spoke up and you let yourself be known. So there's some magic happening over here, and I'm wondering where this is going to go. I'm seeing fun socks floating around the back there. I suspect, by the way, Greg, that I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm just missing a few people, and you're able to see more than me. But do speak up if you see me missing somebody, just in case.
FunSocks has been trying really hard to get audio working, and so far it's not succeeded in getting Zoom to recognize audio. So they can keep trying. Dial 1-800, I forget what, and maybe they can figure it out. But no, I have not seen anyone else in the room that you haven't covered.
Wow.
I mean, you could go. We have the longest username award, and also Jerry Lowry. So you might be generous and give them another try.
Well, I mean, we don't need to get. I mean,
I'm sorry, not the longest username. I'm sorry, just Jerry Lowry. Jerry Lowry was the person that nearly was able to turn off the live stream to join the Zoom.
I'm not 100% convinced. I think here's what I think. Here's my theory. I'm working on this theory. I think Jerry is running multiple streams of audio and he is on MDMA. That is my working theory. So I'm just assuming this is a combo of audio feedback and meth, which is cool. I mean, everyone's got their own gig. He's not out hurting anybody. He doesn't have to wear a mask. He's not, petting anybody's dog or asking anybody where they're going and asking if he can use their couch. He's living a good life, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not getting a contestant vibe. I'm getting one of these guys we used to this wonderful set of folks we used to get at the Hacker Cons, at the Hacker Got Talent shows that were always 2 minutes you never got back. But if Jerry, hold up your hand if you believe that you are a contestant and you want to be in. Otherwise, I will totally appreciate that you were able to score this much during a coronavirus pandemic and you were able to actually get your contact to drive by with the bag, because that's amazing. But if not, I totally get it. I appreciate it. Let's see.
You did have
You've
Fun
already
Socks
won.
made it.
Bring it on. Let's go. You've already won.
So Jerry is living 30 seconds in our future, at least. So Jerry may or may not signal while we're still paying attention, but Fun Socks has made it.
Actually, I'm in both futures. Now, I'm decided I'm going to read a poem.
Okay.
But if you have a poem, okay? Now, if you have somebody else that you can put before me, that'll give me probably 30 to 60 seconds to get organized.
Oh, we'll find a way to murder 30 seconds in anticipation of your poetry reading. Don't worry about that. We'll be good. So you just go ahead and prep yourself up for the poetry slam. And I'm just going to double check with Fun Socks just to see how they're doing technically. Fun Socks, did you figure out how to get that working?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, good. Excellent, excellent. So you'll be part of the show just after. Well, I mean, you understand we have to book you after the poetry. It's just the thing. It's a matter of you take the glance, you look over, and you're like, helmeted Viking warrior, or listen to a poem, and you go, okay, well, we got to go with the tasty treat first, the appetizer, before we move to the rest. So that's what we're gonna do. But I'm glad you. What finally got it working for you, by the way, just for the others who are fascinated.
Courage.
Courage got you connected. Is that it?
Yeah.
It was just bam, bam, courage, something.
I didn't want to be a Yahoo in the background, so I thought put the Viking helmet, get some Viking courage, come on and try and be fun.
I too have solved amazing audiovisual interface problems by putting on a hat, and I know where that comes from. So I get it. Inspired words from a hat man.
Well, it improves on the Wi-Fi, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen a few people who are using not just phones. Here's the best part is when people use phones and move the phone around to make sure that the machine that is least equipped to handle massive differences in the stream is given the most differences. It's really kind of funny. It's like how they found each other. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here in this totally static situation using a way too powerful computer. And who needs that? What we need is a slideshow of blurring as somebody says, I don't know where I am. They're coming after me. And so that's what I would have expected. So that's fantastic. And Gavin, mute out, but are you going to be a contestant after Fun Socks?
Gavin has not yet found the courage to activate his or her microphone or their microphone.
Okay,
but
so
we'll keep track of that.
Gavin said that they can't. They said in chat that they're having trouble and they don't think they can activate audio.
Yeah, courage is the missing ingredient, as we've just heard. Although maybe that only works in London. I'm not sure.
I mean, it is theoretically possible. We do try to be as accessible as possible. If somebody has video but doesn't have audio, they could theoretically enter. In theory, they could enter. So if for some reason you are completely destroyed by the audio requirement, do not consider that a reason not to take a shot at this. We've probably got another, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes of this, and then we're going to start judging and discussing and coming up with other things. So please, this is it. This is your time. This is enough of your time. So Jerry, it's time to hear your poem, man. It's time for us to.
That is right. But first, I'm going to inject a little bit of the techie me, since it only took me 39 minutes to get my audio working. Now, the problem with Zoom is you have to click on the little arrow by the microphone which gives you a menu, and that's where you can do things like select your microphone and select your speaker and getting stuff working that's not working because Zoom, don't tell anybody, sucks. Okay, so that's what whoever's having trouble getting their audio working, click on the microphone in Zoom and play in there because they've got test speaker and microphone and which microphone do you want to use and da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, so let's see if I can get back to my poem. Okay, which is not really my poem. It's a poem by John Lithgow in a book that he's recently published. Warning, if you know how they say, like, have the children leave the room, so this may offend you. Well, this poem is called Trumpty Dumpty, so some people may want to leave the room at this point of time. So let's see, here we go. Trumpty Dumpty. Trumpty Dumpty wanted a wall to stir up a rabid political brawl. His Republican rivals, both feckless and stodgy, succumbed in the end to his rank demagogy. Dumpty's wall made no earthly sense, a boondoggle built at enormous expense. But he promised, in speeches despotic and shrill, he'd make certain that Mexico footed the bill. Trumpty Dumpty kept insisting. More and more citizens started resisting. Sadly, there won't be an end to this tale, at least until a reasonable people prevail. Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's our, so I'm going to call that Trumpty Dumpty poem from Jerry. Congratulations on working through upstream the issues of Zoom to do it. So, I mean, I'm really happy because, as you know, one of the biggest complaints about Hope is this constant right-wing drum beating that this place has. And it's always caused so much disturbance for folks. And so I'm glad that we finally decided to really shift over and take another tack. So thank you so much, Jerry. And we are now going. Hey, no problem. We're going to now go to Fun Socks. Fun Socks, what's your talent?
I haven't got really one. I thought I'd try and impersonate technology.
Okay. That's it? That's your talent? Can you
make people smile?
Let's see. Based on the chats, I'm going to put your talent down as it's Fun Socks. Come on. That appears to be thematically what the chat is saying. So they're pretty happy. And yeah, and actually somebody else remarked that you have amazing sitting still powers. So that's good. Yeah, solid. All right, so I'm gonna put you right there as that Fun Socks. It's Fun Socks. Come on. And now we're gonna start to get to, because as we've known before, when it gets past the 11 o'clock hour and it's getting towards 11:30, this is when the talent tsunami comes. You may have thought that you had seen the best of the best, but we're gonna get Gavin. Gavin, do your parents know that you've taken the computer over? Are they out?
24.
Are they at the club? How often do you get carded? Do you get carded at a bodega? Do you get carded like do you get carded at the toll booth? My goodness, sir. My goodness, sir. Wow. So you just said you're 24?
Yeah.
Oh man, carry your ID on a chain until you're 30.
I probably will.
Oh man. All right, Gavin. Well, besides the talent of enviable youth, what other talent did you want to show today?
Well, it's another one that I don't have any real control over. I'm not even sure if it really counts as a talent. I didn't even think about it until someone pointed it out to me. But it also
Okay.
came up in an earlier talent tonight with the counting in binary.
Okay.
So it's a fun one that people can follow along with. So I'm
Just
just going to count not in binary with with my hand here. And if you
Mhm.
follow along, I'm curious who here will be able to get the fourth number without their pinkies moving.
Well, okay.
Start out easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who here can do 4? 5, 4. Oh, Genevieve seems to have this trip too. I think it's something kind of common in musicians, maybe.
You know, traditionally, people who have a talent don't turn to everyone else and go, "You can't do this, can you?"
Wait a second. Okay, my computer keeps on muting Zoom for some reason. Okay, I can hear you again, I think.
I was just saying that it's not very common in talent shows to turn to everyone going, "Can you do this?" No. I'm just telling you, it's not very good magician's patter.
That's fair.
And also I just want to let you know that I have a talent, but I don't have much control over it is a terrible pickup line. So definitely don't use that one, especially when like I said, when you look like you don't remember President Clinton. So I'm going to go with dexterity demo. So I think you've got dexterity, right? I mean, that's what you're saying. That counts, by the way. Having a thing that I've got like a weird thumb that can do used to be able to do weird things that some people can't. And yeah, I was born with it, but it's still a talent. Some people are born with other talents. So anyway, you've done well. Is that a tanning booth behind you, by the way?
Just overhead lighting for the lab.
Okay. All right. Just being sure, because I was going to plunge into the secret of your youth, because I was going to assume that you spent between 16 and 18 hours in there being
That's not it.
Hitting with some sort of rejuvenation ray. Which, by the way, makes a great talk. I'll bet Emmanuel would love a rejuvenation ray these days for himself. So,
probably lead fumes.
all right, yeah, that also really good for you. I mean, that's okay. So that's always the twist at the end, because you always go like, I've got this new thing and it does this and it's meth. And you just keep doing that with everything, just going, oh, I've worked on this whole, system and it brings in meth. It's meth. Well, anyway, thank you so much. Thank you, Gavin, for everything and for taking my terrible ageism without getting furious. We're going to do Illuminator, and then it sounds like Thurman now has a new talent he's going to talk about. So I'm going to talk to Illuminator first. So,
hello.
Hi.
Hey.
So I'm assuming you're hanging upside down right now. I'm assuming that's the trick.
Yeah, I don't like to brag about it, but it's, yeah.
I too spent most of my college career as a bat. So I understand.
That is not a talent show tonight.
So yeah, after bombing the meeting last week because of the ferocity of your taunting and feeling like it was just more important to have people around, I thought about what I could actually bring remotely, and I'm assuming that because we've had music playing that was not written by the performer, or readings of things that was not written by the performer, that copyright is not necessarily, is this fair use?
I think it's pretty transformative.
Okay, great.
It's transformed what could have been a fun evening into a long slog.
Right. So I have a very quick story to share with everyone that is something that I think is very appropriate for Hope, for 2600, for the hacker mentality. It also happens to be one of my 3-year-old son's favorite stories. It is Oliver's Tree by Kit Chase. All right.
Oh no, nothing riles up the drunk crowd than a bedtime story. Go for it. Hit me.
I figured this was the right time for it. So
lay it on us.
All right. Once there were 3 friends: Lulu, Oliver, and Charlie. They loved to play outside. "Ready or not, here I come," said Oliver. Oliver spotted Lulu. He jumped and jumped, but he couldn't reach her. "That's not fair," said Oliver. "Trees are out of bounds." "But trees are the best hiding spots," cried Lulu. "Not all trees are the same," Charlie said. "We'll find a tree you can play in too." So they found another tree. "Look," said Lulu, "this one's low to the ground, so you can climb it." But it was too small. Oliver couldn't fit. So they found another tree. "Try this one," said Charlie. "The branches are bigger." But it was too tall. Oliver still couldn't reach his friends. So they found one more tree. "Perfect," Lulu said. "We can help you up." And it was just right until crash. "It's hopeless," cried Oliver. "Elephants just don't belong in trees." Oliver walked until he was too tired to take another step. When Lulu and Charlie found him, Oliver was fast asleep. "Poor Oliver," said Charlie. "He's so sad. I wish we could help him." "I have a plan," said Lulu. Lulu searched high and Charlie searched low. They gathered sticks and moss and pawfuls of leaves. Then they rolled and patted and tinkered and nudged until everything was perfect. "Surprise!" they shouted when Oliver woke up. "Where am I?" asked Oliver. "In a tree," said Charlie. "It's not too small and not too tall," Lulu said. "It's a tree house, perfect for all of us." "Hooray!" trumpeted Oliver. "This is the best tree in the world." And that's the end.
Excellent. Sorry, I have to answer the fact somebody just called me a boomer on the chat. That
Oh, wow.
will not stand. That won't stand. Okay.
Yeah, no, not a boomer. Hello.
I am not a boomer. I am Generation X. I may look like I'm 1,000 years old. I think for a small number of people in the chat, they were horrified that I would do such things to such a. See, here's the irony. See, I think that they were unhappy with my pointing out the youthfulness and exuberance of somebody who was young, and in fact, that made them decide I was part of the older generation. And in fact, I'm beautiful and young. Look at me. I'm only 27. I really, but I've seen some shit. Anyway, so let's see. We are.
You better carry your ID around. I'll tell you on a line.
Yeah, I know. So
there is a new contestant, Jason. Did you see Macy Cronkite?
No,
Cronkite?
Macy already entered. Macy changed her name and jumped back into the thing. This is the ballroom dancer.
Oh, you're on the ball, man.
I'm only on the ball. Okay,
It's not
so
the ballroom dancer.
I do a lot. Obviously I do a lot of film editing. So for that small period of time, you recognize all the clips and everything. But if this happened even one day later, I would totally not recognize anybody except for, Mouse. And that's only because Mouse had to really meet me about 80 times at different HackerCons till finally I just went, okay. And now I think of Mouse every time I go anywhere near Italian bread.
Thank goodness. Oh, yes.
What was
it?
The Pantone. Because he was talking about some kind of bread and it was like the sad version of Pantone. And I was like, no, you need to get Pantone bread. So from now on, he's the Pantone bread guy.
It was a chocolate chip cookie crumb loaf. That's exactly.
So Thurman, I heard you might have a talent for us.
Hello,
Hello.
Thurman here.
Hello there.
My talents I can't really show. Like, one of my talents is that I close Hope tickets really, really fast. One of my other talents is that I love to read, and I would like to read a little story to you.
Oh, okay. We're gonna have. You know, last week was dog tricks, and this week appears to be story time. So that's fascinating to me. So I'm gonna let this go. Go ahead, man. Give us your story.
Okay, this is from Thursday Next, a book. Number 2 is called Lost in a Good Book. The grandfather explaining to Thursday Next what a boy band and thought is. So remember, Thursday, that scientific thought, indeed any mode of thought, whether it be religious or philosophical or anything else, is just the fashions we wear, only much longer lived, just like a boy band. She says, scientific thought, a boy band? How do you figure that? He goes, well, every now and then a boy band comes along. We like it. We buy the records, posters, parade them on TV, idolize them right up until, and she goes, the next boy band. And he goes, precisely. Aristotle was a boy band, a very good one, but number 6 or 7. He was the best boy band until Isaac Newton. But even Isaac Newton was transplanted by an even newer boy band. Same haircuts, but different moves. She goes, Einstein, right? He goes, right. You see what I'm saying? And she goes, I think so. Good. Now try to think of maybe 30 or 40 boy bands past Einstein, to where we would regard Einstein as someone who glimpsed the truth, played one good chord on 7 forgettable albums. Where's this going, Dad? I'm nearly there. Imagine a boy band so good that you never need another boy band ever again. Can you imagine that? It's hard, but yes, okay. Now think of a boy band so good you never needed any more music, or anything else for that matter. He let this sink in for a minute. When we reach the point of that boy band, my dear, everything becomes a lot easier to understand. And you know the best thing about it is so devilishly simple. Dan.
Awesome. We have excellent story time. Thank you so much for working that out, Thurman. I appreciate it very much. All right, so I'm going to call it there in terms of entrance. I think we got a half an hour left. We got to figure this out. We may have somebody try something new or redo it for the people who wandered in. Although I don't know who wandered in. Whoever's left, I lost my way of looking to see how many people are watching this mess. So if there's a any of you guys have that number? Like how many people in the world are having?
Well, we don't know in the world because we only see some limited stuff. But on the live stream, we have gone down. We are now at around 238. And of course, we also have over 20 people in this room. So if you want to add those folks in.
That's cheating. That's including that's including everybody who works at the restaurant in the restaurant, or including the band in the.
I mean, see 253 on YouTube, so 253. That's not bad.
Oh, and look, anything over 5 is a win.
Absolutely.
Right. I always try to set my. I always set my sights low with this. See, here's the thing. With hope, there's an incredible danger because hope would be held in the most interesting city in the world. And you would have people go to the Hope Conference and either they would go, this is fantastic, or this was their first time in New York City. And they would walk out of the Hotel Penn into every great movie they've ever seen. And I'm sure we used to lose people just for the rest of the weekend. They would just end up face down in a mattress in Brooklyn. or they would end up in some like bizarre part of like downtown and walking around and going, I know that bull, and being super stoned. So it was always a risk. Well, now we've increased it. We've now made it that you can do anything you want while still attending Hope, right? We are competing with the full, unstoppable thousands of zottabytes of the internet, the ability to type in a word and be told that there is a pornographic site that features that word waiting for them right now. We have people who can watch every film they want to see, listen to any show they want. We are fighting an incredible tsunami of crap. And so anybody who sticks around, even if they're leaving us on a side window, 230, that's heroic, because literally we can't tell people that they're going to come out the other side better than they went in. We can't promise them. We can't say, hey, you didn't know how to pick a lock. Now you do. We can't say you didn't know that cars were hackable. Now you do. Hey, you didn't know that this keynote speaker can't shut up, but now you do, and so on. We just have to learn it. And so now these folks are my best friends because
I want to offer a demographic interpretation, Jason, that will really help a lot. So 238 in the live stream is a little bit lower than we've been during the days. However, 250 on YouTube is much higher than we've been trending with, much higher than we've been trending. So here's my theory. My theory is that people have now started to drift away from their computers, where you have to be kind of engaged and kind of, sitting at your mouse and stuff like that. Because we've been here, for 8 days, and they're moving over to the couch and putting it on the YouTube. It's just a theory, but I'm going to stand by it.
It's easy.
Well, it means that we're giving them what they need. This is Saturday night, where most of the people are watching, and it's Saturday night, and we are giving a reason to stay tuned into Hope instead of all that other zottabytes that you mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that I'm so fascinating that my partner is playing oubliettes, so that's how incredibly important I am. So anyway, all right, so we've got now, I believe, yeah, first, okay, so before I go any further, okay, real talk here. I have nothing but thanks to everybody who was brave enough to face one of the more cynical hosts they could ever encounter, still produce something wonderful and unique and brilliant, and be able to put together something that would play from beginning to end. It takes an incredible amount of bravery. It's tough on stage, but it's just as tough here. So thank you to all of you. However this works out, however you're in or out or whatever, you're all winners because you took the risk. And risk taking is part of being a good hacker, and part of what makes you a good person is being willing to jump into the fray. So thank you. Without you, this show would literally be the four of us crying. And I would be funny, but I'd be funny crying. And nobody wants to see funny crying. Trust me. Don't hurt clowns. Anyway, we've had, if I read this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 people come in. We've had metal guitar, sweet tart drumsticks, electro harp, Lucy the dog, that was easy, pre-recorded shingles and bridge trolling, hack from the 1980s future, stilt building and standing on them, ballroom dancing 114, Minecraft tour, poi spinning, 1023 in binary, and instant carpal tunnel. We've had assertive juggler, Trumpty Dumpty poem, it's fun socks, come on, dexterity demo, story time for Oliver, and story time for boy bands. So between all of that, we've had the variety that a talent show needs. I will say that if you had offered me money as to whether or not the most people would be reading stories, I wouldn't have won. But I'm glad people took that shot. I will tell you that the musicians are pretty favorable with the chat folks that I've glanced down on, but they're not the judges. We're the judges. I guess technically I'm sort of the judge while consulting my good friends here over whether or not I'm being fair or unfair. So in the name of things being, I'm going to say, expedited, I'm going to start to try to knock a few people out, just whatever. Although they can get a save from Genevieve and Mouse and Greg if they think I'm being unfair. So, all right, let's go. Well, so Fun Socks. I think Fun Socks. I think we're gonna put Fun Socks down there. This doesn't make them the worst. This doesn't make them the last. This just makes them one I'm not going to put in the top 5 or 6. That's all. But it's nothing personal. Love the helmet. Got one of them myself. Feels a lot like it came from that one Vegas casino. Is that where you got it? Nope. Okay. There's one Vegas casino where you could always get that hat. And DEF CON always used to have people barely standing who were wearing that hat. Gavin, you're beautiful, but I'm going to go with curling the finger. I'm going to put it to the side. And we have to talk about, Greg and Genevieve, we have to talk about weighing the pre-recorded versus we had it done right here. So that's going to be something to consider. We don't have to step on it quite there yet, but we have a number of people who did really cool things, but they had to bring it in. So that was more of a show and tell than a talent, even though it was talent on the show and tell. And we have multiple people like that.
I feel like that could be a differentiator after you do this general categorization.
Yeah. Because a lot of these are very good. I was really impressed that Lily was able to produce something that was potentially dangerous and harmful. So I mean, we're going to keep them in the running for now. We're going to keep them in the running. You think so, Jen? Yeah, Genevieve wants to keep her in the running.
I mean, it's a live stunt, and
it is true.
Well, so I want to make a suggestion here. Hope has had a small tradition of basically food hacking, or body hacking. What things that you put into your body, making foods. And I feel like, I know you don't like to do this that much, Jason, but I feel like we should check back and see if this was as dangerous and disruptive as we thought it might have been, because I feel like this is fear actualized as opposed to theoretical fear.
I see. Okay. Let's see. The Minecraft tour, loved it, but going to set that one aside just because it's already pre-built. But I loved your work there, 078. And then we, and this is nice because it starts to get a little tough. We got to think.
A little tough, all right. It's tough today.
Well, it is. I like that. I like that we've got some
entries today. Yeah.
We got a lot of entries. So I'm also going to, so God, that's tough. I'm probably going to say we're going to acknowledge that the stilt building was amazing and that would have really gotten a lot of photos and a lot of attention at Hope itself, and its talent to work on something so unique. But I'm going to set it aside for this just because I'm trying to focus on people doing stuff live. But I really like it. Yeah, stilts are cool, says Starless. So Starless acknowledges. And then we get to we got 3 story times, but all of them are live, but they're also pre-reads. So did any of them particularly strike us as full-on talented reads? Any that we felt?
Well, the one thing I'll say is Thurman's was an interpretation. Jerry and Illuminator basically were reading. Thurman actually didn't read the words per se. He sort of told the story as it occurred to him.
Okay, so I'm gonna
agree there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that up there, and I'm gonna put Oliver and Trumpty Dumpty with the to the side, not down, not in trash, just to the side, just to the side. 1023 in binary, instant carpal tunnel, and no, that's the only other one that's got stuff going on there. We got that was a demonstration. That was dinner and a movie. That was a demonstration and a teaching. So that's pretty solid stuff. But I don't know.
We probably have to acknowledge that massive DDoSing at 1 byte per second.
Oh no. We're I think everyone agrees that was above and beyond. We're not debating whether or not Kay is getting into the thing. There's no problem. No, I'm trying to work out everybody who's done really good job, but also trying to figure out who sits it. So Axe, you laugh at all my jokes. I really appreciate that. I'm going to put you to the side anyway. I still care about you. It's nothing personal. I learned a little something today. My hands will never be the same. I'll look at them with a brand new light. So in the same way, so let's just quickly cover these other pre-records. So we have 2 other pre-records. We have ballroom dancing and bridge trolling, and I'm appreciative of both of them. And I'm especially glad that Tic Taco felt inspired to do it's one thing to enter into a contest. It's another one to have it filmed, and it's a third one to play it for 238 confused hackers. That is itself beautiful. But just for the sake of whatever, I'm going to stick. I really think we have to stick with live performances. And I hope I'm not taking too much time on this. No, we're almost there. We're almost there. Okay.
What's sad is that there's one question that they have in the chat that I don't know if we're going to get any answer for. What is the can pyramid for?
We're never going to find out what the story is of the can pyramid. When we decode that, we've decoded life. A lot. Okay, so now I'm. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to switch over towards winning, over the top. Didn't expect it. Just really something. And I'm going to take this to 4 people, and then we're going to make a decision. So there's just no way around this, I think. We all agree, because otherwise we could spend the rest of the time debating it. Unquestionable, the hack from the future was beloved. The French metal guitar was smoking. The electro harp was heavenly. And so for all that, for all those things, I'm going to stick. I got to leave this one up to you with your biases, Greg. Lucy the dog versus Sweet Tart drumsticks. Because as you know, as you know, Greg owns 24 dogs.
Yeah, I love that dog. I love that dog, but I feel like I got to go for the danger. I mean, there was not a lot of risk involved. I mean, she was very gentle with the little treats. There might have been risk early in training, but there was not a lot of risk involved. I feel like the lemon juice, as I said, we're standing by. We do have the emergency response team if necessary.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's exactly. What is? Don't feel that you have to keep upping yourself. Don't start a YouTube. Don't start Lily Drinks YouTube channel. Yeah, exactly. Just because eventually Lily's going to be painted into a corner to get the clicks, and we're going to miss Lily. So don't do that. All right. So again, taking it, the toughness of the judging, the pushing. I don't have a massive audience. Everybody who's in this can enter the next hope, which we all hope will be in person. And you will always, you don't get disqualified, or you can't, if you come back again, polish up, bring yourself on stage, ideally in Queens when we do the thing, and it'll be fantastic. So right now, I don't even know if we're at 11:50. We're at 10 minutes too when we got to switch over. I'm not even inclined to say that there was a winner. I'm just going to go with 4 winners because I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to. How do you compare a hack to a guitar? We can compare a guitar and a harp. A harp is a guitar that didn't know how to stop, but to a Sweet Tart drumsticks. So I think what we have to say is like, if we want to hear, if you folks, I understand electro harp can't do this, but Lily, if you can unmute longest username and K, if you want to unmute, join us. All right. So we got some prizes to give out, and I'm really uncomfortable choosing who gets what. What I think is the winner is the lifetime subscription to 2600. Who of the 4 would most benefit from a lifetime subscription to 2,600? Which one of you really
Look,
would?
I'll give that up to to them. Well, really, all I would like is to upgrade, to something modern like a 1200 baud modem. So, I mean,
little things in life.
Anything else, I mean, that could go, especially the harp and the guitar. I mean, that
Yeah, I get that. Maybe
give them that stuff, man. I just I kind of got to upgrade to so maybe I could do like 10 bytes and really cause some mass havoc for the next hope. I mean, I'm sure that the knock has PTSD and in fact, you know what, I'm gonna shut this down right now because they're probably going nuts. So let me shut this stuff down and
You got a forward thinker right here.
let me just list this to show you guys I ain't playing around. I ain't no basic script kiddie. This is all assembly.
That's
shout out to Hope 2020. Shout out 2600. That's all I'm here for. But yeah, I'm sorry, Knock. I mean, I didn't mean to put you through that. I'm sure you guys are crying and everything. I mean, I would say really just give all the prize to the Knock at this point.
All right. So longest user, Starless or Lily, which one of you would benefit from a lifetime subscription? What would?
I mean, we probably all would love one.
So look,
I'm not selfish, so.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So, wow, they're all.
And I vote for skills over what I did because musicians really blew us out of the water.
A genetic advantage, though, so we should study this thing.
Well, Starless's eyes lit up. I saw that happen. I see Starless's. I think Starless's life would be changed. Their harp skills will go down, but I think we give Starless the lifetime, and then
Starless is wearing a mask, so obviously she's going to live longest.
Yeah, exactly. Starless knows how it works. Now, what are some of the other ones that we want to give away here, Greg? Oh, here we are. Some Blue Box T-shirts. How many of those we got?
We actually have enough. If what I would say is we can get everyone's email at the end. They can send it to me. They can put it in the chat, and we can probably just arrange a selection because basically there's T-shirts and there's gift certificates. The big one was the lifetime certificate.
Right. Lifetime subscription. So okay, great. So we'll give people a combination of 2,600 swag and no starch press vouchers for being brave enough to enter, and we should be able to split most of it among almost everybody.
Yeah, and we have to cover last week as well, but I think we can cover it.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go with this instead of having to make everyone go after it. So I think the chances of this going really wrong are really huge. But I would have Starless and French Guitar both unmuted take a little shot at jamming, and that's what will push us out for today. Playing a beautiful song called What Could Possibly Go Wrong at the Hackers Talent Show.
What key are you? I'm in the key of C. I love the key of C. Can't change chord because it's one chord. So how do you change a chord?
Go for it. Go for it. No time like the present.
Starless, you got to unmute that harp. Yeah, that's a requirement.
That explains it. And longest username, you're jamming with them. I believe in you.
Longest username, you got to unmute.
Perfect. Perfect. That is all we really ask for. So again, like, this has been Hackers Got Talent, the actually third edition, believe it or not, the first virtual edition. And I'm Jason Scott, and we've been visited by nearly 24 entries of various types across 2 separate weekends. And this officially makes us the longest hacker convention you've ever been a part of. I have been helped by Genevieve, Corey, Hope Streaming, and Greg, and we have once again thrown our doors open to the wind and hoped that people would come in, and all of the fine folks that folks have been seeing, and you can always go back to see what's going on, came out of the darkness and decided to be a part of this, and they are from all over the country. Is anyone here not from this country? Is anyone here from another country? Is Jerry, you're in another country? No. Yes, no. Yes, no. You really are. What country are you from, Jerry? I want to hear it Sealand.
I am from the home of none other than the famous Greg Newby.
And Greg is from Montreal now.
Canada.
Canada, you got it, man.
Okay. Yeah, so we did have a North American hoedown. I appreciate that.
And
So
the UK, United Kingdom.
Oh yes. Oh yes, of course. Okay. Well, this cross-Atlantic orgy of talent could not have been happened without the kind work of the many unspoken for Hope staff who make these things happen. The fact that for this entire this week, they have ensured, every time people who are perhaps working on this or watching this from the outside world may not know that there are a pile of folks who come along with you, click on and keep your little amusement park car going onto the track and then click you off. That doesn't just happen. That's dozens of people making sure that they're there, lifting you in, sending long email, making sure that you know all of the different pieces. So I appreciate that so much. And again, it's been a pleasure to both be on Radio Statler and to watch all the folks come by. And I'll very seriously say there's something called the Stockdale Paradox. And the Stockdale Paradox is the belief when you're going through hardship that you get too set on a date. And so you put all of your hope into a date. And so if you're super idealistic and think that date will work, you just get your heart broken over and over again. But if you're somebody who's realistic, if you're actually somebody who's a little more saying, you know what, I'm going to persevere through this, and when I come out the other end, I'll be ready for it. So the person who's a little more cynical, the paradox says, will survive. Well, we are among the most cynical yet hopeful group of people you could ever find on this earth. And we all know that we're going to come out the other side. It's just a matter of when. So I'm not going to say, see you in 2 years. I'm not going to say, see you in 2 minutes. I'm going to say, I'll see ya. Again, Jason Scott, thanks to everyone. Hackers Got Talent.